I want you guys to mark your calendars and remember today, because this day is the day. This is the moment. And Terence Bud Crawford, he just planted the flag in that moment. It's the boxing revolution.
Crawford, arguably the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, is drawing a line no one expected. He's made it clear he will not pay the $300,000, and he isn't apologizing to anyone. For Bud, this isn't about money or sanctioning fees, it's about principle and respect. He's standing up to the powers that be. He's willing to risk everything to show that his integrity isn't for sale.
It's free! How you love that? $180,000 free. How much your belt cost? I wonder, how much your belt cost? Huh? I don't see no receipts on your belt. It's crazy. Y'all be having so much taxes on these belts. You got some nerves. It's crazy that you can sit up there and have all these belts. You know, you got the WBC silver, the WBA intern, the whatever belt y'all got, and you taxing these fighters every time they fight, and you claim that you for these fighters. You're not for these fighters. You probably worse than the promoters. But hey, I wish you the best, you know? I wish you the best, you and your company.
Headlines are buzzing. Terence Crawford has officially been stripped of his WBC super middleweight title. But this isn't just a bureaucratic mistake or a missed deadline. It's a full-blown rebellion. Crawford didn't just lose the belt. He threw it back in their faces with a viral rant, exposing the dark, greedy underbelly of boxing politics.
Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. As your champion, the WBC champion, the undisputed champion at that. But you want to make it about you. You want to say, oh, well, you stripped me. Like, I've been stripped before. The IBF just stripped me when I was at 147. Doesn't matter. I'm still considered the undisputed champion. I'm still the champion in the division. Because you know why? The only belt that's recognizable as the champion is the ring belt, baby. That's the #1 belt in the division. That trumps all belts.
To understand Crawford's fury, consider the perspective of WBC President Mauricio Sulman. According to the WBC, they were doing Crawford a favor. Normally, sanctioning bodies take around 3% of a fighter's purse after a major unification bout and 50 million Australian dollars payday. That would be over $1 million. Sulman claims he slashed the fee to just 0.6%, asking for $300,000, framing it as a bargain and a friendly handshake deal. He expected a thank you or a payment, but instead received radio silence. When the deadline passed, Sulman publicly called it a personal insult, arguing that Crawford's refusal to pay wasn't just about money. It was a disrespect to the organization that supported him.
Very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with $225,000 going to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route. No response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge, it's great. It's about greatness. And
Terence Crawford, however, sees that so-called favor as nothing more than a shakedown. In a viral video, racking up millions of views, Crawford looks straight into the camera with genuine anger, far from a polished PR statement. His point is clear. Why is the WBC so special? He notes that he paid sanctioning fees to the IBF, WBO, and WBA without complaint, but the WBC alone was demanding more. Crawford calls out their ego, accusing the organization of believing it is superior to the others and imposing an arbitrary tax simply because he had just earned a massive payday. Refusing to be bullied, he tells Sulman plainly, "I won't apologize."
I see Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize? Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self and paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanction bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. Fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanction bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanction bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking...
Crawford turns the debate from money to morality, calling out boxing's elite for profiting off fighters' sacrifices. He risks his health every fight, while executives live in luxury, taxing athletes for their own gain. "You better slap yourself," he declares, making it clear this isn't about $300,000. It's about respect and the human cost of the sport.
It don't even make sense. I'm the motherfucker that's putting my life on the line, not you. You ain't stepping your motherfucking ass in that ring. You or nobody else. You or nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see it. It irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite. Him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, and guess who got to pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head, and every time we step foot in the ring, we gotta pay them a sanction fee like they the government. We getting taxed.
Perhaps the most damaging part of this saga for the WBC is how Crawford devalues their green belt. Once seen as boxing's ultimate prize, dismisses it in a 3-minute video as a costly, meaningless trophy and tells them they can take it back. Instead, he elevates the Ring Magazine belt, which represents lineage, being the undisputed best. Crucially, charges no sanctioning fees. By doing so, Crawford signals that greatness doesn't require buy-in approval, turning the WBC's marketing into a public relations nightmare.
Since you, the WBC and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. The fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanction bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanction bodies agree to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot in the fucking ring?
Crawford believes this feud ties directly to favoritism, specifically involving Canelo Alvarez. He points to David Benavidez, who waited 2 years as the mandatory challenger for Canelo's WBC title. By the rules, Canelo should have been stripped for avoiding the fight. But the WBC allowed him to hold the belt hostage without consequence, highlighting a double standard.
Is no longer a belt holder coming into his next fight, a fight that's still expected to make a lot of money due to Canelo's popularity and ongoing contract with Riyadh season. This means that for the first time in 7 years, not a single sanctioning body will benefit from Canelo's earnings. So the sooner Canelo becomes champion again, the better for them. But for the time being, they'll have to rely on Terence Crawford as their sanctioning fee provider. These sanctioning bodies make a lot of money from Canelo being their champion. Like, why did you think there wasn't any pressure coming from them when Benavidez was Canelo's mandatory? It's because if Canelo lost, then they'll have to rely on Benavidez and his $7 million purses. And if they decide to bully and pressure Canelo, and Canelo says, you know what, screw it, and decides to vacate the belt instead, then it's the same thing. They lose
The moment Crawford wins the WBC belt, which stripped over a fee dispute, which he calls out as blatant favoritism. He believes the organization resented him for derailing their golden goose Canelo and is now punishing him. With strict enforcement of rules, they conveniently ignored for the Mexican superstar. To Crawford, it reveals a rigged system where the rules only apply to fighters the WBC doesn't favor.